Welcome back to another episode of MoisTea Gaming. Thank you for tuning in. A quick sit rep. We are pressing towards Calais with the tanks, which we have just gained. This will be the first time I've ever used them on the campaign. This should be interesting. The monstrous stack of air wings are also providing excellent supply amount and air superiority. Even though we did a rather wobbly attack on Dunkirk just recently, it doesn't matter, we still smashed through and took the star. I want to get Calais as quickly as possible. The enemy have significantly more troops on the battlefield. They are now also fielding tanks on themselves. They keep getting more units, whereas we don't. We did just have a event which popped up saying the Eastern Front is looking a lot better, so I'm hoping we now will get some extra units, but so far nothing has come of it, which is annoying to say the least. So I want to get rid of Calais before the Americans arrive, because then that will just get messy. We only have enough troops to attack from one angle, so we're just going to have to keep pressing from that one angle at all times. However, this does make it easier in some respect of not having to pay for lots of field hospitals and things all over the front. And when we attack, their money reserves and supplies get depleted quite a lot, so meaning they haven't yet attacked. Going to see if we could get our tanks to engage theirs at some point, but regardless, we just need to end the turn at this point because we have just attacked Dunkirk. So let's see. Again, they don't attack. They don't really like doing that, do they? Let's have a look at these events which have popped up. Lenin in Russia. After 10 years in exile, Vladimir Lenin returned to Petrograd, well, St. Petersburg. It did change the name, didn't it? He travelled secretly in a sealed train from Switzerland. Once home, he took up leadership of the Bolshevik Party, which seized power in the October phase of the Russian Revolution. The revolution would have a severe effect on World War I, causing great shifts in the lines across the world. Nice, so that helps us because it's more chaos in Russia. Here's another one, a mission. They want us to build a safe house. That requires unlocking this. I'm not too interested in that just yet. I am interested in the phosgene gas. I'm going to call it that. Well, somebody's going to correct me, no doubt. But yeah, we're going to get this extended, more lethal gas. The chlorine isn't quite strong enough for me. I want something more lethal. Looking at the line, it all seems fairly stable. They've jiggled their units around, but not too much. I should be able to hold off everywhere as things currently stand. 9 versus a, what have we got there? 5. Yeah, we'll be fine. So we'll go and attack Dunkirk. They have increased the presence of it. We're going to go and actually get the, not the recon, the army intel mission, just because. Oh, they have tanks. We may see some tank-on-tank action. This should be a good episode. We have lots of tanks ourselves. What I have been doing is getting air wings in every province. And I've been slowly building it up so that each province has 2. I'm now up to Lyon. I'm going to gradually keep doing that. We only need a few more before everyone's got 2 now. I'll keep adding to it. Then I might even start doing it with tanks. So if they do attack with their tanks, we should always get some one-on-one tank combat, which is extremely lovely. Planes are now doubled up in Lyon and Noyon. We only have 2 more which we need to bump up. But I will wait until the next turn want this gas, but we're not going to get it this turn, so we might as well attack now. Let's have a gander. This reckons it'll be a stalemate. They have... Which one's this? Is that the French one? It could be. And then some air wings and such. Let's see how we can incorporate these tanks into our offensive strategy, which I'm constantly updating and experimenting with. Some days we have a good, very swift victory. Some days it's a little bit more rough and rugged, but we still always get the victory. If you've been watching lately, you'll see that we have stormtroopers playing a major role in all of the conflicts that we are, all the offensives, should I say, that we are on with at the moment. I don't know what tank that is. That's got to be the French one. It looks like the French one. We'll see. This is our trench work from before. I did miss a couple of bits, I'm not going to lie. Normally I do something like that. Like this, I did it on this one. Why is a bit of a mishmash, just because that's where all the artillery is going to go. I'll sort that out. This is what I've done. So I've got the regular thing over here, but I've boofed it slightly. We've got some MGs in there. These have great coverage. Look at that, all the way over there. So if they come at the flank, they should be good. And forward facing, they should be good as well. If it gets a little bit closer. And then we have the mortar covering the entire area. Same thing over here. I'm slowly upgrading this and seeing what I feel. We've got the supply to have a little play. And we have this monstrosity. Currently full of flame troops at the rear. These are going to be what I will be assaulting with. We have lots of MGs. We've got 4 here. 2 covering the flanks a little bit. And 2 covering the middle further and the flank. With 2 mortars at the front as well. Plenty here. Got a bit all out on this one. A balloon, 4 heavies and 2 lights. And this is it, the beginning of the armoured warfare. They don't look very pretty, but they are what they are. I'm not entirely sure what shoots from what. Those look like MGs from the side. Are those cannons at the front? Hard really to tell until we get them in action a little bit more. Looking at the range, we do need to get relatively close. They have aircraft of their own. We will need to blow them up. We also have to deal with their tanks. Now, they've got a few varieties. They have the MG version, the British one. I think that was a male version, I think they called it. And then they had the cannon one, which was the female one. Oh, I can't quite remember how it was done, but they've got ones with cannons and a different one with a machine gun. And then the French have one which is a rotating turret. Whether that is a actual turret or if it's a machine gun, I can't quite tell you. Somebody in the comments will be able to tell me, no doubt. One of you will know. Last time we attacked from B, but looking at it, okay. But over here, you can't see it quite well at the minute. I'll just get the balloon up. Getting the balloon up, going to get 2 air superiorities in the go as well, because they're probably going to go for it. Looking over here, look. This is a weak point. We can run in this forest and just run in straight here. There's not that much covering it. By the time we get in, we should have burnt these to death. We could start wiggling our way up. I do want rid of their artillery. That is the heavies. They will deal significant damage to the tanks. Not too sure how to implement them yet, but we'll give it a go. I suppose we'll just wing them in with it. We're going to have to do some experimentation, that is for sure. They don't appear to have many units on the front line, but we can bombard them to death regardless. Let's get some bombers in to deal with these artilleries. Hopefully they behave better than what they have been doing previously. Gonna have to get rid of that balloon as well. That way they can't use their artillery on the tanks, on the approach, or our units. And we can tickle this slightly as well, reducing anybody that's actually in here once we destroy the balloon, these will probably come forward. So I'm actually going to hit these. And then get those on the next bombardment. Let's see what happens. There goes the artillery, blowing that up. Lots of planes rummaging around. Bombers flying around as well. They have brought in some aircraft of their own. They've only got 2 fighters. They are currently engaging our troops. Their balloon is down. We are engaging their fighters. Another one of ours is probably going to go down. With one of theirs is down. One of ours is down. We are outnumbering them in the air though, which is lovely jubbly. Look at that. Down he goes. Excellent news. We've got one bomber doing silly things down here. He's deciding he doesn't want to do it. We've got one up here who is behaving now. We have lots of enemy troops roaming around. They're going to be getting into position. We can do a harassment mission on the job. Hopefully that artillery gets smashed. We can even bombard it to some degree. Because I'm not having it. I don't want our tanks to be hit by it. See what we can do about that, shall we? The other one is being hit by our aeroplanes. It takes a while to really get rid of those artilleries, doesn't it? They certainly have brought reinforcements in. Not too sure what these bombers are doing. Oh, the bomb. Oh, there's their tank. It's a British one. Must be a light tank. Not too sure what that one does. That's the bomber plane. So the bomber plane has decided to attack that rather than some of these other areas. But there's the other tanks. Those look like... It's hard to tell from here. That may be a MG1. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. Not too sure how good the flamethrower troops are against the tanks. I know the raiders are supposed to be relatively good. Does it tell me on here? It might do. Doesn't look like they are very good against the tanks. It doesn't really say anything there. The grenadiers are very good against tanks though. So we shall see. Want rid of that artillery. Not gonna lie. Needs to be gone. They can stock up their trenches all they like. As long as the artillery isn't there, we can blow them to bits. That's good, that took out 2. Let's just keep going with this. I just don't want our tanks to be hit by it. For our men, we will lose troops. They are throwing men at us for scouting. They are thoroughly getting murdered. Now the troops are firing. They are thoroughly done. We've destroyed one of their tanks. There is the carcass of it. The artillery is nearly done. We'll just send another bombing plane up there. Just what I want them down. This is doing a good job at destroying them. Just needs to attack that final one. That should be relatively it, really. Still sending lots of units in. The artillery is pretty done in now. I'm pretty sure that is going to do it, so we're going to start moving. Just sending the troops over here. We're going to go through the forest. Let's get our tanks up. See what they actually do. Oh, sniper fire. Damn it, we're going to have to go for them here. That is not ideal. I had forgotten they have snipers on the field now. Not ideal. They have units in this forest. That is not what we want. They must have sent them forward. Will our tanks do anything at this stage? No, not. Let's get them forward. We are burning them in the forest. We can't stay out in the open. We need to get our troops in. The longer they are out here, the more vulnerable they are. They keep attacking me. I need to suppress these because we're just not going to get anywhere otherwise. I was hoping this wouldn't be that much of an issue, but apparently it is. Combined with the other fire we're receiving. Oh, they're sending units through the forest. Being very sneaky with this. They are MGs. Nice. They're doing a pretty good job. They have the elites in here. We just need to make sure we keep them occupied. They're going to probably come down here. We can bombard them all to bits while they're thinking of doing it. We can also potentially get these tanks through here. They are getting hit by the enemy. You need to get in the trench. I need more units up here, really. Bring some more reinforcements in. Don't think these units can go in the forest. We'll have to send them around here. They're being hit by whatever's here. Just stick a suppression on it. Once they're out of there, they seem to not like it too much. Like that. They've got. Oh, they can attack in the trenches. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I never realised this. Oh, we can march them up. Let's have a go. You go up there. This forest is proving a nuisance. Snipers cannot hurt our tanks. Now have that one over there just sat there. We can shoot anything that approaches from this direction. Murder them. This is good. We've got these troops coming in. We can just hit them down here. If we could get some planes in as well. Oh yeah, this is going to be lovely. Let's get some harassment planes in because we can. Let's really give them what for. Why not? We'll get a couple of fighter planes in case they decide to retaliate. There are units in that trench. So we better send some units up there to assist. Need to get these troops in or they will get hit with sniper fire a lot. Oh, they can shoot down into the trenches. That makes such a difference. These tanks are good. These harassment planes are going to butcher anything else that is moving. While we keep moving forwards. I like these. This is good. We need to take care of that. The MG is going to be a bit of a nuisance though. Get back in the trench please lads. Just run around and do it. These grenadiers might be better at doing that, to be fair. While we send more units this way. Just run them across. See about getting some of these in there. This is great. Hopefully they will just take care of that. They're suppressed at the moment now. If we can just get this over there, that would be great. We can start murdering these. These flames just continuously want to keep burning. Warming up the tank maybe. Let's just keep going. This is fantastic. Can't believe how good these are, to be fair. Makes me think, well, I never used them before. Well, I suppose we've just never got that far, have we? Get these over here. Murdering these. We can run across. Them in there. We're going to need another unit instead of them to take care of that, actually. This area is being dealt with. You can come back. This is easy. Eliminating their troops. Oh, their tank is on the way. That is an MG tank. See how good these raiders are against it. Very good. They have just destroyed that tank completely. Put some more harassment planes in. We can even get another bomber. Burn them out. Let's get these raiders up. Flames currently. These will have to do. We can get these over. Need these raiders really to. Tank gone. Excellent news. Let's take care of their command trench. Get some more units in. We can forgotten all about the artillery now. Let's bombard these a little bit. Anybody in there? Oh, get in the trench. You're going to get sniped. Could even try and gas them. That might be fun. Get these tanks over. This tank is actually a bit tired. I'm going to send it back home. These units are both extremely tired, so I'll just swap them out. Could do with get some fresh troops in. Go for more flames. Get them. Oh no, don't come from that direction. Please don't do that. Come from this direction, please. You will get murdered from that one. Could have you in the forest and see what happens. I mean, why not? They're just getting murdered from everywhere. I like these. What a good invention, eh? But all these units coming in, I don't think we've really lost anybody. Well, you could just go home, nothing else better to do. Excellent. I like this. We're taking over this already. I think that's got to be it. Let me know what you think about the tanks in the comments. Let me know what you think, how I can best incorporate them into my tactics. At this point, I think it was the tanks which did most of the work in that situation, not going to lie. Let me know what you think. All the bombers being silly again at the back. Doing laps around each other while we wait. There we go, we've done it. Sweep. That was significantly better than the last episode, where for some reason we just got bogged down quite a bit and lost plenty of men. Look at that. We didn't even lose 300 men. What a good dude. They had the tanks involved and the elites, and we still murdered many of them. Good stuff. National will smashed further. That was good. I like this. There were all the British tanks though. Wonder what the French ones are like. That should be interesting. I like how our tanks there are full of machine guns and everything. Lovely. Better wait for them now before we can turn again. Let's see if we could get 2 battles in one this time. They haven't attacked. More money is in. We can top up the airline, make it extra girthy. Everywhere now has 2 lots of air wings. I'm going to make it so everywhere has a tank as well. They were brilliant, and it's extra supply. Unread events over there. The Manhattan Enquirer, one of the old newspapers. Vaudeville, Broadway, and film star George M. Cohan has done it again. The song over there has become an international hit and has been taken up by our boys going overseas as a message to Germany. Considered too old to enlist by the War Department, Cohan wanted to help fight in his own way and sang And the song is oh, I can't speak today. And the song is sure to inspire all patriots to do their part. When asked to comment, Cohen stated, "I don't care what you say about me as long as you say something about me and as long as you spell my name correctly." Well, that doesn't help us. But okay. Got another one. Training wheels. The British have come up with a curious new weapon. A mobile armoured fortress. Yeah, you mean a tank? While dangerous in combat, it is slow and actually requires extra wheels to help it turn, destroy these metal beasts and show the British that they're wasting their time. Defeat 3 Mark 1 tanks. Well, that would have been good if we had started that yesterday, but never mind. We have more research available. Get the gas, extra pointage in. Excellent. They have not resupplied their tanks, which tells me they are running out. They still have one up here. We could have a gander at the intelligence. No tanks there. Just want to spot the tanks, really, because they're not going to stick them anywhere else other than the places where they intend to attack, you would think. Let's go for Dunkirk again. Let's do it again. Let's capture Dunkirk. This record's a stalemate for whatever reason. Excellent, do. Not gonna lie, there's not much left of this town now, is there? We're gonna do a very similar thing. Get the tanks in again with the stormtroopers in again. This is just gonna be a bloodbath. Let's have a look at where they are. Look at that, excellent. There's nobody in this trench yet. We can run over there really quickly. I think we'll do that. That's a good idea. Let's just go for it. Oh, no. These trenches have been removed. That is irritating. So now they only have these. Oh, that's well annoying. This changes things slightly. Do we go for this section? Or do we go for this section? Or do we go for A again, using the forest for cover again? They did keep appearing from this area, but I'm pretty sure if we have some flames sat there, we can blow them up, burn them with a bit of singeing, and we can run in there. Yeah, we're going to do that. Very. We could go for very little casualties on this, actually. Should we go for that? Should we try it? Should we see if we get below 100 casualties by legit using aircraft and mostly just tanks? Should we see? Get some harassment planes in. Try and murder them all. Our first artillery in. All the planes are well and truly on the way. So many of them are coming. See them popping off on the map. There are their planes. That may even be a balloon busting mission. Look at the stream. Instantly hounded by our planes. They are going for the balloon. Don't destroy it. Thankfully it didn't go down in that one. Their plane is now dead. Oh, the planes. Excellent. Love it. We can start bombing some of this with artillery while we're at it. That artillery is going down. While we harass them more and more and more. They are getting punished. Our tanks are moving up. They are reinforcing. I don't really care at this point. Let's get more harassment planes in. Why not? Let's just eliminate everybody. Don't think I'm ever going to have this many planes available to me ever at this point. Our defences are very strong. There's no way two are going to get in there. Lots of flying around going on, but not much blowing up. Their artillery is done. They've got some aircraft in of their own. Oh no, that was ours just shooting down at some of the ones in the units, in the trenches. Oh, they must have some more artillery somewhere. Let's bombard that section. It's clearly being hit. Can't be having that. We can hit that mortar emplacement while we're at it. Certainly doing them no favours. If we can sneak around here a little bit, there we go. We can see those troops now. Turn them on the side of it. That's where most of their machine guns would appear to be. Can't quite hit that mortar. I'll suppress it for now. Get that one a little bit further back. I don't want to have to replace it just yet. There are units in these back trenches, so discovering just by using these, it would appear that their line of sight is not fantastic and should be supported by infantry at all costs. Hammering them like this, we should stop any damage from being incurred. Now that we can see them especially, machine guns are on the front and the right. If we turn this, we should be having a much better time of it. If we turn this one, that should be the same. These appear to be struggling hitting the MG. There are also units over here somewhere. And there are still units over here which we cannot see. I'm legit just trying to go for no casualties. They keep sending units over. Can't see them until we get really close. That can no longer be hit. Attack. Oh, there you go. That was dead. They are still shooting us from that direction. Turn these. They're very strong, these tanks. They should take lots of punishment. We still have artillery somewhere. What is this? This is another one of our tanks we are not fully utilising. Excellent job. Let's get more men in. We don't actually have control of that, so what we shall do is send one unit up, capture it. So we get another bomber in while we bomb these. Enemy aren't very good at attacking from the side, so if we just move these across, like so. There we go. While we keep moving. This is going nicely. We are slowly bombing their things. I want to see if the gas will clear. Oh no, look, see, here we go. This is not what I ideally wanted. Let's get some harassment planes over here. These will be able to hurt them significantly, but they need to be in visual range. Right now they are not. Send some heavy arty over here to help deal with that. They will just be trying to target the... They're not going to like that, are they? The planes are coming over as well. Get more harassment planes in, because we can. We are now actually taking this, and they can't reinforce from this section. That works for me. Shouldn't be anybody else there. That's it. They're all now dead. We need to turn this around. There we go. Attack that, please. Murdered. We have units stashed in here, which we can now deal with. Let's turn them around slightly. Get that one on the go. These are getting a little tired and dented, but that doesn't really matter. We can't quite reach them. There's more units over here. They are sending more troops in from that direction, so if we can just get the machine gun to shoot that way, they should be good. Come over there. As soon as they pop out of that, they're going to get butchered. At least they should. Might just need to get out the trench a little bit more. Let's start hammering these a bit. Get more harassment in. While we butcher these, we can get these further up. Get them actually hurting these troops over here. We need to capture that area now. They keep sending units in. I think all our bombers are getting a little bit stuck. I think they are a little bit bugged. But we keep murdering these. They do appear to be useless right now. Let's get them over here. These don't seem to want to attack them, but they will be doing in a moment. See if we can just gas these and see what happens. Oh, they don't like that. Oh, they're going to be very close for comfort. Murder them, please. They run away from that quite happily. They're just running. Funky colour is that now. It doesn't appear that we can actually gas them out of their command trench. So we're going to have to send a couple of guys to deal with that. Tanks won't be able to get them out. Starting to bombard all of these units now. Because why not? Oh, they are shooting me. For some reason we're not attacking back. There we are. Excellent news. Wonder if they've got anybody over here. Wouldn't appear so. So we're going to get our units which are being hit by snipers over in this direction. Hopefully on an angle, and then we can do something with it. They're going to get butchered. Now we've spotted them. Just like that. Excellent news. Might even replace a couple of these tanks. See about getting these troops into that command trench. They should hopefully use the network, at least to some degree. Get those next to it while we just murder these. Got lots of artillery to play with while the tanks cut them down. This is a doddle, not gonna lie. All of these units asking to be artilleried. Let's just bring the tanks closer. Because we can. Not even had to replace one of these yet. We are shooting them back, but we're not going to be able to do anything. I could even suppress them and really do them over. Because we have the balloon as well, we can see all of these units. The tanks are going to be much more effective. Because we can just stroll in. Get them in range. Clear everything out. The enemy needs to use grenades on them, but they're not doing. Let's see about gassing them, because we can. Let's suppress this machine gun. They won't like the gas. all. It gets them out the trench pretty easily. Stroll in and murder everything. Where did those other 2 units go? That is a good question. Don't actually know. Did they get in there? Oh, they must have both perished. That's a shame. Doesn't matter. We could just come down here and murder the rest of these. Get them all to attack. Should be good. There we go. Extra dead. And that's all of them. Well, I don't think I expected it to be quite that easy. To be fair, we've got these units on the way now to come and take the point, and that is it. Let me know what you thought of these tanks. Very, very strong units. The enemy didn't really know how to deal with them. Very interesting. All of these planes being silly as usual. I think they're a little bit bugged. Oh, they're sending more people up there. How are they doing that? Don't take that back. Come on. Behave yourselves. There we go. Don't know where they came from. Better send a couple of units that way just in case. Another sweep. Let's see how many people we lost this time. Hopefully it'll be lower than 100. Oh, it was as well. How did we lose 3 elite infantry? I'm not too sure about that one. Nevertheless, we made a profit. Excellent news. Another morale hit. Dunkirk is ours. The enemy is faulting. Unsustainable assault is happening. Yep, that is true. We had units in there again. Some of them are going to have to be left in Whitepress while the remain are moved to Dunkirk while we take on Calais. That will be in the next episode. We could probably get a few more tanks in because, well, we can. I mean, why not? They're relatively cheap as well. We'll get 2 more for now. That'll do. We'll just start bumping it up as time goes on. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know what your thoughts are on the gas and everything else. Before you disappear, on the 23rd of April, which is a Sunday, this coming Sunday in the year 2023, I will be doing my very first live stream. Not of this game, of a different game, and I will be giving away 3 copies of said game on the night. Please be there. It should be a good bundle of fun. It will be about 7:30 in the evening, British summer time. Thank you, and I hope to see you there. See you later.